PAQ presents Custom Kicks 2.
Damn, Daniel, back it again with white van.
Yeah. Forget pimp my ride, bro. It's pimp my van.
Dexter and shoes in general just do not have a good relationship.
I need to redeem myself, basically.
Now we're in love.
How many hours is a week?
I don't know. What's the measurements of your being? PAQ presents Custom Kicks 2.
That looks so sad.
Big up to everyone that's watching, that's making it possible for us to be in this overdrive mode and bring you as much content as we possibly can.
If you've been following us, then you guys already know that we're in LA right now. We started this challenge before we even flew out, so we're just continuing it on from here. If you guys haven't seen the first custom kicks, you guys need to go check that out.
The smell.
He took a van and added fur, yeah?
This time, to have a level playing field, we are all starting with the same shoe, which is a basic white Vans Old Skool.
Yes. You can't go wrong with an old school pair of Vans. Like, it's just a classic silhouette.
Do you remember when Tyler had his like Golfs, which were just blue with pink? As long as it had a pink sole, people were just like, that is the sickest shoe ever. I'd pay 150 quid for
Can't lie, they were
like a
actually
50 quid
hard.
van.
They were hard.
Probably not the first shoe I'd go to customize, but it's still not a bad shoe regardless.
It'd be one of the last shoes that I'd buy, like a complete white Old Skool.
I'm on the same page as you, bro. I only wear black Old Skools.
Damn, Daniel, back it again with white van.
I just know that I'm literally gonna put this in the maddest generator. Forget pimp my ride, bro. It's pimp my van. I need to get some subwoofers in there, LED screen.
I'm gonna make it into something I would actually wear, you know? I take some crazy L's when it comes to footwear.
Dexter and shoes in general just do not have a good relationship. What I'm actually suggesting is if Dexter opts out of this competition. Avenge me. We're starting the challenge in London, but we're going to finish the challenge in LA. Some of us might actually get our shoes customed out in LA, some of us might get them customed here.
This is round 2, bro. This is the comeback season.
I'm really excited. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing.
I'm ready to do an Elon Musk and send my crepes to space. So yeah.
Custom Kicks 2. Last time I took an L, I won't lie, it hurt. This time, I'm gonna bounce back 10 times harder. I've actually drawn out my ideas. I'm on my way to Cairo HQ. I'm gonna be meeting up with 2 of my friends, Ruby and Danny. Ruby, she's the art director, and Danny, she's one of our photographers. I can already tell it's gonna be sick.
Okay, Google, what is the circumference of Elias's bean? 2,159.2 miles. That's a lot of bean to be had. With designing shoes, obviously, you gotta do a few mock-ups, right? Google actually kind enough to send me the new Pixel book right here. It's got like 4 different modes, from tablet to laptop, from laptop to tablet. Currently an art student, so this is so convenient to have. What I love about it as well is how light and durable it is. It's so amazing, literally can carry it everywhere. Comes with its own Pixel book pen, which is actually the stylus you use to draw as well. It's got Google Assistant. I'm actually voting to put Google Assistant in PAQ and take Elias out. It's way more futuristic than Astro Boy. This is the future right here. I need to do some mock-up designs for my guy Nathan so I can send it to him. Just some rough sketches so he gets an idea of what I want. I want to give a mad shout out to Google. Honestly, so much love for sending this to me. 4 modes, 1 machine. Let's get it.
So, Custom Kicks 2, we've all got an old school van as the silhouette. There's no other place to come than the other side of the pillow in Clapton. From the 60s to the 80s, the 90s, they've got absolutely everything. If you want to create the future, you've got to go back into the past, see what them man have done there and elevate it. Thanks for having me in your shop.
My pleasure.
collection is just mind-blowing. I'm just looking around like, whoa! Whoa! I'm just trying to get some inspiration, and obviously you are the guy. And how long have you been collecting Vans for?
Almost 20 years, solid collecting.
Whoa!
It's been through a crazy evolution.
What's some of the rarest, like, as in like value?
A lot of the skate stuff, like the core 80s skate stuff, is super rare. These were designed to skate and most of them got destroyed, so, you know, not many survivors. So this one right here is from like late 70s. The design was slightly different. The spec was super nice. The toe was different. It had a leather side stripe, which was later made vinyl.
Custom Kicks 1, I took a crazy L.
You did.
Thanks. Bro, that's so blunt. I need to redeem myself, basically. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you've now prepared like a lot of visuals for us to see.
Hell yeah, of course. Right here, man. The world we live in today is toxic and it's just full of people who waste their life and waste their creativity. I felt like presenting that on a shoe, but in my own interpretation.
Deep.
Facts, you see?
Deep.
What kind of green are you looking for?
Like a radioactive snot. This is a bird's eye view of the shoe and you can see like the spikes.
That's gonna be like deadly enough to harm but not maim.
If I was to like kick backwards, I'm doing damage.
Do you want it like glossy, like really slimy?
Yeah. I just genuinely want to show how creative I can be with the shoe.
Awesome.
MF Doom, he made these dunks and underneath his dunks, he's got like pictures of him in a cartoon form. I want to do something like that.
Vans have like one of the most textured soles I've ever seen.
It's like waffle.
Do you know how difficult it is to paint on a waffle? What we could do is like cut out the sole, get Danny to like mess with it on Photoshop, put your design on the bottom.
Get the sole that we cut off and we mold it so the negative is on the bottom of the shoe.
That sounds so hard. I literally heard rip out a sole and negative.
Your selective hearing is not on point. That's like not at all what you needed to hear. We're super stoked to start working on this. I am.
Yeah.
You can't tell, but Danny is.
Thank you. We shall do this. Hooray.
These are drawings, pick them back up, they're important.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Google. Images of Vans Old Skool. Damn. It actually came up like the Google Assistant. So right now I'm just looking at the 2D perspective of it. The hoop there can be quite sick. It literally feels like you're drawing on paper. Vans have this thing where they say off the wall. I feel like it'd be kind of cool if I played with something to do with that. That could be quite interesting. The wall has crumbled. I might start another mock-up. Right now in England, it's bare cold, fam. My mind is already thinking about spring. I'm gonna try to go for like a kind of like floral flower. The flowers are there. I've got the green on the bottom of the shoe to represent the grass. You know, I've got the blue, which represents the sky. And then the pink represents blossoming. I'm calling them Vans Springback. So I've been here for ages. It's dark outside. The battery on this is mad long. I'm surprised it actually lasted this long. Can't even front. I've got this design here called the Vans Springback. This one's really cool. Like, it's more close to the Heartbreaker than the other ones I designed, you know? Like, you've got the hoops, you've got the spiky sole. I think tonight I'm gonna have a long think about it, go through my designs again, and I feel like it's gonna be absolutely amazing. Okay, Google, where can I find paints? Wow, the list is endless.
Man's just left the other side of the pillow. Henry was such a G. I learned so much. I saw some iconic shoes, and now I'm ready to take it to the future. Elon Musk style.
So as soon as I found out that we were going to be out here in LA, I thought there was one person to go to for sneaker customization. Not Virgil, not Kanye. You go to Tabasko Suite. He's got his own shirt. How many customizers have their own shirt? So he literally works out of his mum's house. So we're gonna head over there. So I'm here with my boy Nate, aka Tabasko Suite, about to customize his old schools in his mum's house. Gang. So my boy Nate's on a show called Cheap Thrills. It's on Super Deluxe. If you're into PAQ, you definitely check it out. It is streetwear hacks for the people who cannot afford to be a hype beast. Link in description. These are 2014. We need to take them into 3014. Astro Boy style.
That's heavy. So I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. If I'm understanding correctly, you're trying to get on some full narc weight.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Well, you come to the right place, my guy. I mean, your boy is an expert. I know a thing or two about some custom sneaks. If we put together some Balenciaga Triple S, some Vans, and some Yeezy Wave Runners, that's a really expensive shoe, my guy.
Is your mum happy with having us around? Like, is this cool?
It's fine, man. I do this all the time. Sorry, Mom. Back on my bullshit. I got this box of supplies here. So we got some fabric, harvested these soles from the Goodwill bins. I think if we go triple sole, we can definitely get that rise.
Yeah.
We're going straight to the top. I also found these like 80s grandma shoulder pads. Versace. Some paint. And you know I always keep that MF thing on me.
So it's pretty much just like arts and craft at preschool.
Yeah, for the youth.
Stay in school.
But we're already up like a good 2 inches. You know, I think these just went up a good $100. I don't really know how money works over there, but like, what's the exchange rate on these kicks? Is like Bitcoin cheaper over there? Here's the thing, don't try and wear these back in England, because these aren't gonna be durable. These are for flexing purposes only. Speaking of which, like, what do I say to a British girl? Like, what's the kind of slang you guys use over there?
Now then, love.
Now well then, love.
There you go, that was actually really good.
Say this is looking like a $800 shoe.
So how did you get into like the customization game?
Well, it all started here, my guy. I mean, these things are like 200 bucks. I made them for like 20.
Wow.
I share the same view.
Damn. Fuchi gang.
So you could say that we're soulmates.
Whoa. Damn.
If you squint your eyes, it's like you're looking at Balenciagas.
I think Astro Boy would be into these shoes, because these definitely look like you're gonna go to space. I think we're fully lifted here.
I feel like we need to pimp these up a bit.
Let's get these Vans off the wall and turn them into some Zans off the wagon. Damn. You're on some Toy Story shit, family. I'd say this is 10 out of 10, my guy. This is like a $3,000 shoe.
You want DIY, you want cheap hacks.
Hit up your boy. Bang my line. Danny did, and look what he got out of it.
Pimpin'.
Pimpin', very pimpin'.
Just left Tabasko Sweet's mum's house. We've got the custom kicks. That man is an absolute genius. Could say, got a win in the bag.
What's up, guys? I'm Yeezy Busta. If you guys don't know me, I'm a YouTuber, and I have an Instagram where I call out people for wearing fake Yeezys. The boys have invited me to come out to their place in LA to film a new segment on custom kicks. I'm gonna be the judge, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm a big sneakerhead. I've been collecting for the last 2 years. I have about 80 sneakers right now, and I really know what I like. I know the colors I like.
Thank you so much, Yeezy Busta, for coming down to our LA crib.
Thanks for having me. How's LA treating you guys? You guys like it?
Everyone's super nice. Like, if you're wearing something nice, people actually stop and be like, yo, bro, I like your top.
This street is like kind of like the fashion central of LA.
You've busted a lot of people about fake Yeezys, so who's the biggest person?
One of the most crazy ones was Jackie Chan. That was like, that's crazy. With every different person who I call out, I typically reach out, and 9 out of 10 times the people are super nice. So what's up today? What's the challenge?
We did a custom kicks one previously back in London, but we all had different silhouettes, different brands. And this time we've all got the same. It's a white Van, old school.
It's all fair game. No one's got a better silhouette than someone else.
What do you kind of look for?
One thing that I really like are the details, like small details. Are you guys confident?
Always.
Danny, you're up first. Let's see what you got. So what do you guys think that Danny's gonna bring down?
I don't even know, man.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be very experimental.
Daniel!
First thing I thought was this literally reminds me of Balenciaga Triple S.
Custom Kicks episode 1. I took mine to a cobbler because they're notorious for their fine finishing and their great craftsmanship. And then I thought, we're off to LA. He's the best customizer that I know. That's right, your boy Tabasko sweet.
These are dope, family. And if you got them from Tabasko.
We thought, why not attach a sole onto the Vans and then attach another sole onto it as well?
Moon shoes, moon shoes, moon shoes, moon shoes.
You can tell how much Danny hates dad crepes.
That is not a dad crepe. That is not something I would rock. That, would make the Balenciaga be intimidating.
I like the colors. I think they're crazy, but definitely not a shoe that I would wear.
From an artistic perspective, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's fire.
Elias, you're up next.
Sweet.
So what do you guys think of Elias's style?
He's crazy colorful. Like, he wears very flamboyant clothes, very, very bright colors. It's literally gonna be like a light bulb in a dark room. Yo.
Pretty much exactly what you guys said.
You could have just gone for new school, but no, it's Elias Riadi, Astro Boy. So we got the Vans Future School.
So the old school line turns into the future school line and goes all the way around the shoe. And then, yeah, silver glittery laces.
I like the attention to the details. I can definitely see where you get the color inspiration from.
I would wear them. I think they were sick. Mr. Black has approved the PAQ silver.
They look like if you click your heels 3 times, you'll go back to London.
So we went from a meme to the Wizard of Oz, old school Vans. Let's see, Dex. Let's see what you got.
Right. Sure.
The first Custom Kicks episode.
Oh my
he
God.
low-key took an L.
There was nothing low-key about that L.
Last time I took an L, so with this I decided to take matters in my own hand. Got the outline all like toxic green.
Like, it literally looks like when you stepped in the van, toxic waste oozed out.
Added 3 spikes. This grey is meant to basically represent like a tombstone. I just wanted to kind of like get the drawing with a clear sole. This actually represents rebirth.
I think you killed it, Dex.
And I think the details on the shoe is crazy, how you're saying that this part is supposed to be crackling like a tombstone.
What a G, he made his comeback. He didn't just come back, he came back.
Take another L and just turn into a W.
Jeez!
That means you got a second L.
Well, we'll pretend like there was an L somewhere before this, so you can do that.
Well, there's been plenty, don't worry.
Last but not least, Shaq. So what do you guys think about Shaq's style?
Some sort of like accessory. He uses a lot of like hoops, chains.
Coming!
Yo.
Heartbreakers too.
So this again, like the first time, is an embodiment of a poem. So you know the back of Van, it says off the wall. The poem on the bottom is called The Wall Has Crumbled.
Shaka the Black Man obviously had to come up with a box, had to come up with a poem.
The 4-letter words which I often feel, the 4-letter words that hurts as much as heals, the 4-letter words which would make a man steal, the 4-letter words are of course to my appeal. And still, the 4-letter words make me feel dark. On my heart, the 4-letter words are marked. The 4-letter words make me not like you. They make me remember I never want to be like you. The 4-letter words no longer make me feel humble. We didn't walk into each other's lives, it was more of a stumble. Always fighting, getting ready to rumble. Yet I am still weak for you, which is why, my love, the wall has crumbled. As time goes on, like love starts to get battered and battered and battered, and you see the whole process every time you look in the shoebox.
I think the presentation definitely was the best. It's very artistic, definitely very you. I get to know more about you guys through your shoes.
I liked the first ones. I like the second ones more.
I'm a big fan of all 4 of them. It's gonna be really difficult for me to choose. Danny, those are... Shaq, I definitely like the presentation. The box was really cool. That was a really nice touch. I could see those in a store.
Oh, gee, you got me gassed. Thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Dex, those are sick. That shoe definitely has the most detail, in my opinion. Elias, those are really sick. One thing that would have been really sick is if you continue the line through the back. I think that the winner is... In terms of wearability, I would have to go with Elias' shoes.
That is crazy. I did not expect that at all. Thank you so much for the win. Thank you for coming down to judge the episode. I know it was a hard one. I know you guys are gonna come at me. Comment below who you think should have won. If I could give you a trophy, I would. Not looking at Danny. If you don't already know who Yeezy Buster is, go check out his content. We're going to put a link in the description below. He's going to also be posting content on his channel, a little behind the scenes of this process and hanging with us.
Thank you for tuning in to our first LA show.
Special shout out to Google for sending me the Pixel book. It helped me so much with designing my shoe. Honestly, this Pixel book, like, yo, it's such a lifesaver, man. Shout out to Yeezy Buster for judging. Thank you so much for coming through.
If you guys want to see more of what happened today behind the scenes, it will be on my channel, so make sure you check out the link in the description.
We are giving away this iconic collaboration, Danny Lomas x Tabasko Suite. All you gotta do to win this ultimate grail, comment, like, subscribe. So you're gonna be towering over the haters in these. Ooh.
We need to take pictures with like the rarest stuff on Melrose. Yeah. This is like the spot. I didn't even know about this.
So you got the Air Mags on the top, which are 14K.
These are almost $3,000. Actually. It's crazy, man. You know, it's crazy.